Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Whoa, I almost dropped the palette. Okay, after I almost dropped it and destroyed it, today we're going to be playing with the newest installment in the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette series, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette, which was only released like last week. And it's brand new in my collection. I just received it. I haven't really played with it yet, so we're going to find out together now how these eyeshadows apply. I created this purpley, orangey type of look with it, and in the second part of the video I'm also going to do swatches of the palette. So I just swatched all of them here on my hand, and I'm going to show you all of that in the second part of the video. But without further ado, let's just get into the demo tutorial part. Okay guys, she is pristine. I haven't even swatched her, which is kind of an accomplishment for me, because when I receive a new eyeshadow palette or anything new eyeshadow, I immediately have to dip my greedy fingers into it. But I waited so that you and I can share the moment of dipping into Norvina for the first time together. First things first, I'm going to remove this brush, and this is going to a friend of mine who actually likes these brushes. Nothing wrong with them, I just never really use these kind of brushes. So, I have a pretty good idea what kind of look I want to do. Let's just, get started. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is dip into this shade here, which is called Love, and it looks like a beautiful, like, light pink shade. And I'm going to take that on a fluffy brush. There is some kickback with these shades, but I feel like there's always quite some kickback with Anastasia shadows, so that doesn't surprise me the least. I'm going to work this shade here into the outer part of the eye and the crease. I think it looks beautiful! Okay, this blended out really easy, just as I expected. The next shade I'm going to dip into is this one here, which is called Base, and is the obvious, like, under the brow bone highlight. Oh, that's beautiful. That has a bit of a sheen to it. I love this. Normally I don't dig shades for the brow bone which are like shimmerish and have a sheen to them, but this one looks really beautiful and sophisticated. I am really excited for the next shade, because I've been wanting to dip into this shade basically since I saw the promo photos of the palette. And the shade I'm talking about is this gorgeous matte purple over here, which is called Soul. So this is the shade that I'm going to dip into next. She's going to go all over the lid and blend it into the crease. So I'm just going to apply this right here. Wow, that's pretty. When I saw the first pictures for the palette, this shade looked really like light and pastel, and I was afraid that we're not going to have a deep enough purple. I still wish there was like a deeper version of this shade in the palette instead of the burgundy shade, so one of the shades that we're going to swatch later. I wish that was like a deeper purple, but that being said, I really like this one. It's going on, you can see for yourself, really opaque and smooth. I'm going to start bringing that up towards the pink. Next I'm going to take glitter glue, and I'm going to take Notoriously Morbid's Shadow Bind for one of the shimmery shades. I always apply some sort of a glitter glue as a base for my shimmery shades because I want to get the best out of them. I'm sure this will probably work really nicely without it, but I'm a creature of habit, I like consistency, so I'm going to do this my way. Just applying a thin layer of that on the inner part of the lid, approximately 2/3 in. The next shadow I'm going to go into is this beautiful purple over here, which is called Celestial, and that is going to go all over my lid. This looks really pretty and like girly. I'm going to apply a little bit of that dark purple just to intensify the outer corner a bit more. For my inner corner, I think the options are either Dreamer Sorry, maybe I should show you. So the options are either Dreamer or Dazzling. So I'm going to just quickly swatch these on my finger so that I can decide. So these are the two shades. Oh, Dazzling looks beautiful. I'm not sure it will work as an inner corner highlight because maybe it's a little dark. So I'm gonna put Dreamer on. So this first, like, kind of creamy vanilla shade. But Dazzling looks gorgeous. Wow. Sorry, I'm kind of playing without you. Okay, we're going to swatch these together later. I'm not going to play too much right now. Let's just put Dreamer on my inner corners. That's really pretty. I'm just gonna wink a good old black liner and then we're going to continue with the lower lash line. I'm going to apply a little bit of my Urban Decay Bone and Sticks. Bones and Sticks or Bone and Sticks? One of the two. Sticks and Bones? What? Yes, Sticks and Bones from Urban Decay. It's one of their heavy metal glitter liners. And it has a lot of purple and greenish types of reflex to it. So I'm just going to apply it over top of the black. Okay, for my lower lash line, I'm first going to take this kind of bronzy eye pencil from Essence, which is called Bling Bling. And I'm going to apply that right here in my waterline. The next two shades I'm going to go into are the beautiful Dazzling shade over the liner. And then I'm going to blend out the lower lash line with this orangey shade over here, which is called Eccentric. Because I want to try both of them. I mean, Dazzling is probably a shade that I should definitely put on my lids. But you know what? We're going to put it on the waterline. And then just take Eccentric, the kind of pumpkin-y shade. Because I think orange and purple look so beautiful together. So I really wanted to do something with a purple lower lash line and, sorry, a purple lid and an orange lower lash line. This is actually not a very like bright orange, this is more like a camel orange color. I'm going to take the fluffy brush and just blend out that orange. So guys, this is the final look and I did apply a little bit of this blue liquid liner on my lower lashes. I've kind of gone down that rabbit hole now where I really like applying colorful liquid liners as accents on my lower lashes, so you're going to see that more often. But this is how the eyeshadows are looking. I think they're looking beautiful, they blended out very nicely. What do you guys think? So guys, let's do some swatches. This is basically the packaging. There's nothing really excuse me, all that different about it compared to other Anastasia palettes. It has this beautiful lilac purple packaging and it has that suede kind of material that, as you know, a lot of people dislike because it tends to collect quite a bit of dirt on it. And these are the eyeshadows. I personally don't feel like the amount of purples is too little because I don't really want to call this a purple palette. I'm not really sure that Norvina even meant for this to be a purple palette, but for some reason people assumed it's going to be a purple palette. One thing I'm gonna say is I wish this shade over here, which is called Passion, was a very dark purple. So something a little bit deeper than this, still cool tone but deeper than this, because I'm just tired of these kind of shades. I have like a gazillion of them. Anyway, let's do some swatches. I'm going to first swatch the row of shimmery metallic shades and then we're going to swatch the mattes. Wow, look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, I think this one, Summer, and this one, Rose Gold, are absolutely gorgeous. You can see Rose Gold has a slightly different formula to it. It feels a little bit more chunky, so you do have to be careful when you dip your fingers into it because it's quite a creamy shade. Let's watch the last three. Okay, so this is the shade this is the shade I used on my lid. This is Celestial. Then we have Dazzling. And the last one is Drama. Okay, now let's go on to the mattes. And then we have Love, Volatile, and Eccentric. The last one is Passion. You see, they all look beautiful. And this is a close-up of all the mattes. I think mattes are always tricky with swatches. Swatches can't really tell you much more than a little bit of the color itself, because you really need to put it on your eyelids in order to see how it will look like and how it will blend. So guys, that's all for my playtime and swatches of the new ABH Norvina palette. Personally, I think this is a beautiful selection of colors. I can't wait to play with some of these. I think especially this rose gold color here looks gorgeous. Dazzling swatched really beautifully as well. As far as the mattes are concerned, I feel like they blended out really nicely. I'm really happy with this color here, so because I think these kind of colors are kind of tricky, and I initially thought this would be much more pastel. I'm happy to say that it's a much deeper shade. You also saw how it applied. This orange here, I know a lot of people have been a little bit upset that there is again an orange in an ABH palette, but I must say this is kind of an original take on the color orange. I don't think I have anything like this. It's like a camely burnt pumpkin burned orange. I don't really know how else to describe it, and I personally really like it. I'm tired of seeing shades like this. As far as I'm concerned, this could have been a deeper purple shade, but for the rest I enjoyed the color story of this palette, and as usual I enjoyed the formula. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my Instagram account because I post quite a few looks there. I'm trying to be also a very diligent YouTuber and post a lot of videos for you. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I think I already said that, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!